Right, this is my mincer. It's a buffalo, and that's what it looks like inside. This part comes out, but obviously I've left it connected because I've cleaned it. Right, and these are that's my plate and that's my blade. That's my plate for the veg, which is all here, and that's my plate for my meat. I had to buy this one separate. This one actually comes with the mincer, but I had to buy this one separate because of the bigger holes. You can get them with different. This is another one that you can get. I don't use that very often now because I've got the bigger one, but it is one that you can get. Right, this is all the veg that I put into the dog's food, and any other veg really that I can think of at the time, or that's a reasonable price. You can put celery in, that's celeriac, and red cabbage and things. So it all depends what you can get hold of, and the only things you don't put in is onions and mushrooms. Most of the other veg that you can put in, and it won't hurt the dogs. As you can see, this is all that I do. I just put it through the mincer, and then all different things through the mincer, and that. Quite straightforward really. And then what I'll do is I'll show you when I've put it all through. I'll show you what it looks like when I've minced it all. Pretty straightforward in that sense really. It just shows, I was just trying to show what I actually put in, and what I do. This one's for me veg. It might come in 2 or 3 parts, my videos, because I'm not very good with doing things like this and adding them together, but as you can see, I don't put it through in any particular order or amount or anything. I just basically push it all through, and it all minces up, and then at the end of it, what I do is I put the lid on the box, give the box a good shake, and then that mixes it all up. I went this morning at 6 o'clock to fetch the meat, and fetch the veg yesterday, and I've been to fetch my chicken carcasses, which I'll show you in a bit, that I get. Come home, have a bit of breakfast, and then make a start. So it's a full day's job. Big time I've done all that, and then, as I said, done all this and minced it all up. But as I say, I'll go through it as best I can, stage by stage. As you can see, this is Rosie, and Rosie's waiting for some pieces of veg. She absolutely loves it. Sweet potatoes. Her favourite is the stalks and that out of the cauliflower. Oh, that's Maggie, she wants a bit as well. Crosby's a bit of a funny, he don't like it. The only thing you don't put into your dog's veg things, and that's sweet corn, because they don't they don't digest the sweet corn. It goes straight through them. But yeah, otherwise most things. The sweet potatoes are very good, in the sense that if your dog's got a bit of a runny bottom, then you boil the sweet potatoes as they are, chop them up and boil them in the skins, mash them up and put them in with the food, with some, if you're doing them bland chicken or anything like that, to try and help them with their if they're a little bit loose. The other things that dogs love, or some dogs do, not all, are pears, apples. Make sure that you don't let them have the pips both out of the pears or the apples. Most fruit they can eat, obviously not grapes or vine fruit. They like cucumber, some of them, celery. They like bananas. As I say, not all of them do. Not all of ours do. Some don't like the fruit at all, but some absolutely love it. Sometimes I put it in with the food if somebody's given me a load of apples and things like that. Sometimes I don't. They just have them as they are. And that. I'm just trying to give you, if anybody, as much information as I can, and hopefully it'll help. Broccoli's very good, and especially the dogs actually love the broccoli stalks. When Frank's doing, or we're doing veg for dinner, you have to watch so they don't actually take the veg off the table as you're cutting it up ready for you. Crosby likes sprouts. Some of them, again, some do, some don't. But it's all fresh and it's all really good for them. The other thing is, you don't have to mince it up. I only mince it up because I actually mix it in with my food. But as I say, they can have it in later on. You'll see that I do chunks as well for the dogs on when it's, I call my dog food day. Then I chunk them the food up, and instead of putting it through the mincer, and then again they can have pieces of the veg in with the food. So if you buy already pre-done food instead of doing your own, you can always put some veg in there. You can always put some fruit in there. They can have natural yogurt. That's good for them as well. As I say, it doesn't suit all dogs. I won't say that, because it doesn't. Some dogs, they can't have it, and it'll go straight through them, and yet other dogs absolutely love it. Most of the herbs that you grow in your garden, the dogs can eat as well. I usually have, as you've seen there in this food, I put mint, but they do have mint, they have parsley, they have thyme, rosemary, and most of the herbs that you grow in your garden for you to have, your dogs can eat as well. Well, this is all my veg minced up and mixed up as best I can, and then obviously it gets mixed up when I put it in this, as you can see, this great big box is where it all goes into. Just another thought, your dogs can have eggs, fresh eggs, eggshells. Ours like frozen white bait. They can have salmon. but you just have to be careful. Don't give them too much because of the mercury content. Any oily fish is really good for them. As I say, some like it. Again, some like it, some don't. I don't put fish in their food because ours don't like it. The only fish ours will eat are whitebait. They don't even eat sardines, frozen sardines, the bigger ones. They just love the whitebait. But with the puppies, when I have puppies, and obviously they have all this, what I'm doing now, towards the end, when they go in, they actually have it all with the veg and that in. But otherwise, I start them off with just minced chicken, and then minced beef, and then a mixture of both, and then a mixture of the other things. But they like, they have whitebait. They like sardines. I try and with most things before they go. Chicken wings I smash up with a rolling pin, or, and it's same with the bones. They have, sometimes I buy beef bones that's got a lot of meat on them. I just let the meat off the beef bones, the puppies, and then I pick the actual bone up and throw it away because the beef bones are a bit hard for them. But the lamb ribs and things like that, they're a lot better. I don't mind giving our boys and girls lamb bones, especially like the lamb necks and the lamb ribs. The ones I'm a bit careful about are the leg bones, because again they can be a bit hard and things like that. So you've got to protect the teeth as well as helping to clean them. My chicken I go and get from the shop, from the chicken place, and these are all my chicken carcasses. And in a bit I'll be chopping them up. I'm putting them in with their food. I've got beef heart. This is my pig's tongue, that goes in as well. And this is my beef heart that I chop up, and that goes in. This week I've been able to buy some lamb breasts and lamb bones and things, and they'll all go in. Then down here, this is my beef skirt, or beef trim as they call it. As you can see, I've mixed some of the meat up, and then what I do is I get a couple of jugs of the mixed veg. Oops, sorry. There we go. Mix, put that in. And then what I do is just mix it all up with my hand, like so. Then I start again. Yeah. This is the dog's chunks for today, and as you can see, you can actually chunk it up. You don't have to mince it if you can't get hold of a mincer. Just make sure that you've got a good cleaver and a sharp knife, and that you can get hold of food. As you can see, this is about half of what I've got done today. And then what I do is I have a box and put the food in. Bit difficult one-handed, but hey ho, we'll get there. Right, and then what I do is I put a lid on it, box it up, and then they get stacked, and then they go into the freezer where they get frozen. And as I say, if you ain't got them in, so you could do that into boxes and freeze them as well.